Hey there, kids. It's Mr. Joel, and today I'll be reading you a book called The Great Hill by Daniel Aroko. Now, I don't have a physical copy of the book, but I did find it online, and I think you should find the book online as well and read it with me. And once you find the book, we can read it together. Okay, now let's begin. Before time was time, there was a great hill, and on the great hill there lived yolks. The Yolks spent their entire lives climbing the great hill, trying to reach the top. Some Yolks climb fast, some Yolks climb slow. One Yolk in particular was a very slow climber. He was different than the rest of the Yolks. When he climbed, all the other Yolks passed him. It was hard for him to watch them pass by. He felt like the worst climber in the world. Some Yolks made fun of him as they passed. Others didn't. Some Yolks wanted to help him, but he didn't let them. It was hard for him to climb. It was even harder when it rained because the ground got slippery. Sometimes it seemed like it was only the rain that was hitting him, but it wasn't. There was times he felt like he wasn't moving at all, but he was. When one day he met another Yolk who climbed even slower than he did, he helped the slower Yolk climb. "Thank you," said the slower Yolk. "You're welcome," said the slow Yolk. "It can't be much help to anyone else since I climb slowly." "Slowly?" asked the slower Yolk. "Yes, well, slowly. I watched all the other Yolks pass by me all the time. I don't know if you're slow or fast, but I do know that you helped me and that you are still climbing." The slow Yolk said goodbye to the slower Yolk, and he kept climbing. "Still climbing," he thought to himself. "That is true," and he smiled. So Yolk kept climbing. He climbed when it was nice out. He climbed when it was raining. He even climbed when it snowed. As he kept climbing, he got better and better. Sometimes he would pass other Yolks, and sometimes they would pass him. He had stopped paying attention. He also noticed that some Yolks were no longer climbing. When a Yolk stops climbing, it stays where it's at. Some Yolks stopped climbing because they were happy of how far they have gone. Other Yolks stopped climbing because they didn't want to climb no more. The Yolks that had stopped climbing didn't like to get past, and they made it harder to get by. But the Yolk kept climbing over them. There were still times that the Yolk thought he was climbing an impossible hill, but he kept climbing, always and always climbing. Do you think he made it on top of the hill? Now that was the Great Hill, boys and girls, and I had a little fun reading this book, and I hope you enjoyed reading it with me. I'll read it again if you liked it. I miss y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day.